Have you ever wondered why one person can eat a huge plate of food and seem perfectly healthy, whilst another struggles with weight, or excess weight I should say, high blood pressure, high cholesterol or diabetes? Now let's just think for a moment. What if the problem wasn't simply about calories? What if the problem was the body processing food, or the way in which the body processes food? Today, let's take a look at how the body actually works, quite simply, and why when health is improved, losing weight often becomes a wonderful side effect, a blessing if you will. Hello friend, and welcome to the Plant-Powered Life, where I talk about building great health from the inside out. I'm Norma Elaine, and I'm a qualified educator and plant-powered advocate. On this channel, I share plant-powered information with you from an educational, not a medical perspective. That job belongs to your medical practitioner. One of the most powerful ideas I've ever learnt is this: food is not just fuel. Food is actually information, and I find that intriguing. You see, every meal sends messages throughout your body. Your cells are always listening. The question is, what messages are we sending to our bodies? When we eat carbohydrates, they are broken down into glucose. Now, glucose is actually wonderful. It's the body's preferred source of energy. Now, the problem isn't glucose. The problem is when too much glucose enters the bloodstream. Now, let's think of glucose for a moment as passengers waiting for a bus. Insulin is like the bus driver. Its job is to move glucose out of the bloodstream and into the cells. Healthy insulin, healthy energy. When our cells stop responding well, the bus driver keeps on knocking. The passengers begin piling up, and then guess what happens? Blood sugar rises, which is called insulin resistance. Now here's where plants become incredible. Whole plants come wrapped in fibre, and fibre slows down how quickly glucose enters into the bloodstream. Now, instead of a flood of glucose, you get a gentle stream. Now that means steadier blood sugar, less insulin needed, better energy, and fewer cravings. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Gut health. Your gut contains trillions of bacteria. Some bacteria help to reduce inflammation, some help to produce vitamins, and some strengthen our immune system. So our gut loves bacteria. Now guess what they love eating? Did you guess? Well, it's fibre. When we feed our good bacteria, they help to protect us. When we don't, the unhealthy bacteria begin taking over. So when that happens, inflammation enters our body. So enter inflammation. Now, inflammation is often like a silent fire. We can't see it, but over time it can damage blood vessels. It damages joints, the brain, and other organs. In fact, many lifestyle diseases have inflammation somewhere in the picture. So what can we do? Well, one of the most powerful ways to calm inflammation is through nourishing our bodies with whole plant foods. So let's focus on metabolic health. When we're focusing on metabolic health, we're talking about healthy blood sugar, healthy blood pressure, healthy cholesterol, and healthy energy. We're also talking about healthy sleep, healthy digestion, because when these improve, your body often naturally begins letting go of excess weight. So weight loss becomes a consequence, not the goal. Weight loss becomes a what? A consequence. So the question now becomes, how do we actually begin? It's a simple framework which I've created as a result of my own personal experience, and because I learnt that lasting health does not come from perfection. It comes from small, consistent steps. So the ABC method: A, adding; B, building; and C, creating. So what are we adding, building and creating? First of all, we're adding 1 extra serving of vegetables, 1 piece of fruit, 1 handful of beans, just 1 healthy choice every day. B, we build better meals. Half of our plate, for example, with colourful vegetables, followed by the other half with whole grains, potatoes or sweet potatoes, peas, beans, lentils and fruit. These are foods which nourish every cell in our bodies. Then finally, C, create. We create a lifestyle, not a diet, a lifestyle. We build routines that we can actually enjoy. You see, the goal isn't to eat perfectly. The goal is to become consistently healthy. Now, I didn't change everything overnight. I just made 1 simple decision. This is a decision which changed my life because, you see, I went all in once I made that decision. I continued to learn from the medical plant-based experts such as Dr. John McDougall of the Starch Solution, Dr. Neil Barnard of the Physicians Committee, and Dr. Brooke Goldner of Goodbye Lupus. I just began. I kept adding, I kept building, and I kept creating. Then those small steps became habits, habits which transformed my health. So let that just sink in for a moment, particularly if weight loss is your goal. I've therefore created a resource to help you, the plant-powered lifestyle, the ABC method. This gives you the practical framework to start making small daily changes immediately. If today's video has helped you understand your body a bit better, please do like, subscribe and share this video with someone whom you think may benefit. You see, on this channel, we're building great health 1 step at a time, and we need to start today. So please, my friend, remember, your health comes first. It's your greatest investment. Why not download the plant-powered lifestyle, the ABC method today? It's in the description below. Until next time, bye for now.